If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, check the referral link in the description down below. It'll take you to G2A and you can use the code CHES at checkout for an extra discount. Also, to play FIFA and other games for real money, check the link in the description to gamersaloon.com, sign up for free over there and go and win yourself some cash. Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again and welcome to episode number 30 of the My Player series here on FIFA 16. Today we've got our first full episode as an Everton player. We'll be playing two games, or at least if we're selected we'll be playing two games. We obviously were involved in the Dinamo Moscow game in the last episode. That was our debut for Everton in the European Cup, and obviously unfortunately we weren't selected for the game against Manchester United, but a couple of smaller games in the Premier League coming up, one against Cardiff, one against Swansea, so I'm hoping we'll be selected for one or both of those, although obviously Ross Barkley seems to be the number one choice here at Everton, and as you can see it's actually Steven Naismith that's got the nod ahead of us for this one. He's only 76 rated at present, and we are 78 rated, on our way towards being 79, but hopefully it won't be long before we can try and force our way into the first team here at Everton. Obviously we don't necessarily have that higher level of stamina just yet, so that might be why the manager isn't quite ready to throw me in for every game, but we are going to try and force our way into the first team here at Goodison Park, and fingers crossed we can do that earlier on in the season rather than having to wait until you know, the last few months etc. before getting a run in the first team. If we can hit the ground running here at Everton, then that'll be absolutely fantastic. So drop the video a like if you enjoy, of course, and you go on to enjoy the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days. But I'm going to jump now. I'll just skip the training, or I'll play the training but not show you it on screen, and then we'll see which next game we're going to get selected for. Simple enough, we have been selected for the next game against Swansea. That's fantastic news. So we would have probably been rested for the Cardiff game because of stamina, and they played Naismith, but we have been selected ahead of Ross Barkley for this game against Swansea. So it's Barkley's Premier League debut time away at the Liberty Stadium. Let's try and get ourselves an assist or a goal, shall we? Try and get there ahead of the man. We have done, intercepted that nicely. We'll play it into Kevin Morales. Where are you going, Kev? He's not sure. Cheeky little step over or two. Nice little 1-2 with Besic as well, and we'll come forward on the attack. John Stone's rushing forward. I'll call for it in this gap. And he will find me, and we'll ping it out wide here towards Darren Gibson, who quickly gets it into the path of Lukaku. Back to Gibson. First chance of the game comes and goes. Really nice move, but unfortunately the shot from Gibson on his left foot wasn't quite of the quality that we needed to get the first goal. Comes Andre Ayew down the left for Swansea. They're not playing their usual heavily sideways possession pass kind of football so far in this one. They are actually being quite purposeful with the ball, which is nice to see. It's nice to see a bit of urgency in a CPU side, to be completely honest, with all the sideways and backwards passing we've had in League One and the Championship so far in our career. There's Swansea's first chance of the game, but luckily for us it was a pretty poor effort from Bafétimbi Gomis, although Lukaku was hoping was going to win that knockdown, but John Joe Shelby beat him to it. Gylfi Sigurdsson coming forward for Swansea. Nice little 1-2 with Andre Ayew. Gives it back to him again for a third time. They're going to cut it inside. And Andre Ayew being well defended there by Seamus Coleman. Gerard Deulofeu doing some decent defending of his own there. Besic into Morales. Quickly to me. We'll play it down the line looking for Lukaku. We'll try and get in towards the box and offer some support. I'll ask for it to be laid in front of me. He's laid it in front of me. We'll go for the shot, and we draw a good save out of Lucas Fabianski. That was a really nice shot, actually. Nice move as well. Really well played by Lukaku. Perfectly weighted pass into my path. Unfortunately, not quite as far into the corner as I was hoping that was going to be, but corner comes in. Lukaku should win this header. He hasn't. Morales is there. Gibson helps it on its way, and we still can't get a decent shot on target, unfortunately. With 5 minutes to go till half-time, it looks like we're going to stay at 0-0 for now. Deulofeu dinks it in towards Lukaku. Is he onside? He was. Glorious opportunity. The keeper just kicked it straight to Gerard Deulofeu, and if Lukaku could have gotten at least some sort of decent contact on that, that surely would have been 1-0. That's probably, even though it was just a half chance, still the best chance of the game to this point. But we are going to go in at half-time at 0-0. But it could have been oh so different if Lukaku had just gotten a little bit of a heavier contact on that header. Morales will throw it to me. We'll try and get the turn in and then quickly help it on his way to Tom Cleverley, who's come on at half-time for Besic. Coleman could dink it over the top to Deulofeu, who brings it down in his stride beautifully. Lukaku's there waiting. He's come across to me. First starts to get out from the feet and past the defender, but unfortunately he's still been able to get a block in. There's our personal second chance of the game. The team have had quite a few now, but we just haven't yet been able to get the ball past the goalkeeper into the back of the net. I'll call for it through that gap from Gibson. We'll quickly pass it off here to Lukaku, but for some reason Lukaku Lukaku backed away for it, and Tabanu came for the interception and timed it perfectly. So we've given away the ball, and now Swansea come on the attack, but now they've given the ball away, and we will come on the attack. It's quite an end-to-end game, this one, as was the case with the game in the last episode against Dinamo Moscow. It's quite an entertaining game. There just hasn't been any goals to this point, but it is really, really refreshing to be playing in a game on My Player that has some good football being played in it, rather than really poor lower league standard football. So hopefully it won't be long before goals start to flood into the back of the net in any game, and we'll be able to start celebrating our first goal or assist in an Everton shirt. We might get one here as Tabanu clears that, and it's going to go out for a corner. We'll see if we can get a header on this. Is it going to come my way? Where's it going to go? It's not going to go my way, and keeper's going to punch it. Could have caught that, Fabianski, but Shelby brings it down, and Swansea going to come away with it. Cleverly drills it into Deulofeu. Good first touch as well. He's very good at dribbling with the ball, Deulofeu, as well, so I do trust him out there with possession. We'll see how well placed that trust is. It's a gorgeous ball in for Lukaku, but Fabianski's come and headed it, or punched it, sorry, and Shelby will head it clear only as far as Leighton Baines, who's going to come down this left-hand side. Cuts inside really nicely. I'll drop short, but Leighton Baines doesn't need me. On an absolute run of love here, Leighton Baines. Lukaku goes for the header. It's gone back out to the... Oh my God, Lukaku! That's phenomenal. That is the best goal that I've ever had scored in a My Player game ever. Romelu Lukaku with an extraordinary overhead kick. Leighton Baines lofts the ball into the box for the second time after his first cross was headed back out towards him, and that has come from nowhere from Lukaku. A stormer. Absolutely wonderful goal. A moment of genius from the Belgian. Everton 1, Swansea 0. That is just world class. Here's Kyle Norton into Nathan Dyer. There's not long left if Swansea want to get themselves an equaliser here. We've been very, very solid defensively so far in this game. It's been really, really enjoyable. I can't stress that enough, how much of an improvement this is to play. And hopefully it comes across in the video, in the highlights, that you know, this has been a really, really good step up in quality of football for our move here to Everton. And we may get a second goal, although Cleverly's gone backwards there. He's crossed it. It's coming my way. I'm not tall enough to beat Jonjo Shelby in the air, unfortunately, but Cleverly knocks it down to Baines. Baines is in the box. Baines driving forward. Oh, I thought he was going to run off the pitch there. Kevin Morales is across coming. It still might. Here's Leighton Baines. I'll call for it here on the edge of the box. Let's try a turn in there. That's done quite nicely. And then we'll get the shot off. Oh, it's nowhere near the target, and there goes the final whistle. It was worth the shot with the last kick of the game. Never mind, a 1-0 win on our Barclays Premier League debut, and a truly spectacular goal from Romelu Lukaku is the one that wins it for us. We'll find out now which one is going to be our next game in an Everton shirt. Is it going to be the very next game? Are we done enough to hold down a first team place, or are we going to have to go for a rest and then wait for the game after that? We have been selected for the second game in the Europa League as well, so we're going to jump into this one now, again away from home against Sturm Graz, who I believe are Austrian. I'm recording this after recording the one for Thursday, and you haven't seen Thursday's one yet. I kind of made the notion in that video saying, I think Sturm Graz are Austrian. I haven't gone and checked on the internet or anything, so hopefully I'm correct. If not, it's a bit embarrassing, but never mind. Sturm Graz away from home for our second game in the Europa League and third in an Everton shirt. Besic into me, will help it across to Seamus Coleman, who's pulled inside here from right back. We'll make the run down this channel here, and Deulofeu may use me on the inside. He may use Seamus Coleman again. He's just going to come even further inside here. Deulofeu will help it back to Besic. Besic drills it out wide to Lukaku. Might have a shot. He drills it into me. Turn, shot on the left foot. Oh, it flashes wide of the post. I got so excited with a little bit of space in the box. I was certain I was going to score my first Everton goal there. Just didn't quite get the connection on the ball we wanted on our left foot, on our weaker side, and it hasn't gone in the back of the net. Stankovic on the counter-attack for Sturm Graz. He's got a bit of pace in those legs as well. A really nice run. Solid tackle by Darren Gibson, though, although the referee has deemed fit to punish that tackle for some reason. It was a decent... Oh, hello, calm down, sunshine. It was a decent tackle. We won the ball. It was a clean challenge as far as I was concerned. I've been left up the pitch as well, which is strange. You would have thought they'd have left Lukaku up there, but obviously he's quite tall, so they put him in the wall. Is Tim Howard going to kick this long towards me? He is. I'm going to try and head it back towards a teammate, but I can't win the header. That's why Lukaku should have been left higher up the pitch. But anyway, there's the first sort of attempt on goal from either side, or attack of sorts of any real purpose. But again, goalless for now. Deulofeu driving inside into Besic. I'll call for this, and he'll give it to me. We'll help on its way to Darren Gibson. He'll switch the play out to the left-hand side. Leighton Baines has got Morales in front of him. Might use him, but he's decided to come inside again. We're not playing very wide here at Everton. A lot of the football seems to come through the middle. Lukaku tries to get on the end of that pass, but it wasn't necessarily the best one. But his tackling is pretty decent. Here's Deulofeu. Nice little ball into me. We'll get the turn on. Can we get our first goal in an Everton shirt? We can. We fired it into the back of the net. Here comes our new celebration. There we go, right in front of the Everton fans. Yes, boys! First goal in an Everton shirt. Hasn't come in the Barclays Premier League, but it is our first goal ever in European competition. Gorgeous little pass from Gerard Deulofeu. Pop from the edge of the box. Was it inside or outside the box? We hit it outside the box as well, so that'll go towards the accomplishment. Really pleased with that finish as well. Absolute Frank Lampard-esque. We will take that. We said at the very first episode, the very beginning of the series, we wanted to be the new Frank Lampard. And so far, we appear to be playing in that same vein. So I'm so pleased with how this series is going so far. Hopefully you are as well. Our first goal in an Everton shirt at our new club. Solid header from Phil Jagielka there. I'll actually lay this across to Besic to run onto. Bit of space here for me if he wants to find me. Darren Gibson could get the turn in. Going to use Jagielka, who will find me, and now we'll play through Romelu Lukaku. He's in on goal, although it's a little bit too far wide. He's cut inside, had the shot. He's dropped to Besic off the inside of the post. So close to a second goal. Just hasn't quite found its way into the back of the net. I thought for a minute we were going to get an assist from Lukaku. Really good last-ditch block from the defender as we intercept that pass and then get myself tackled again. And then Besic, just with a reactionary left foot stub out at it, just threw his leg at it, and it comes off the inside the post. 10 minutes to go till half time, so close to 2, but we stay just 1 goal in front. Besic to me, I'll play it through there to Morales, who could give it to Besic again. Besic in so much space here, he's got Lukaku in support if he needs him, but he doesn't need him whatsoever. What a finish from Mohamed Besic, absolutely fantastic stuff. Rifled that into the back of the net on his left hand side. That was a really, really impressive finish. Played through Morales, easily, simple ball through to Besic, and it's a really, really emphatic finish on that left hand side. To Everton 2. He's come so close with that shot off the post a moment ago, but it is now Everton 2, Sturm Graz 0 through Mohamed Besic. Stankovic to Dobras. Quick snapshot, well saved by Tim Howard. I think he tried to actually hold on to that, but there was so much on it, it stung his palms and goes out for a corner. Just a flash shot, didn't expect him to shoot from there. You can see he almost is able to cling on to the ball at the first attempt, but had to palm it away for a corner. We'll see if Sturm Graz can get anything here. Keeper's going to come for this and punch it clear. He does like to do that, Tim Howard. Obviously, a lot of keepers on FIFA 16 have a tendency to come and punch or claim from corners, but Tim Howard just will throw himself at absolutely everything in my experience so far in 3 games here at Everton, and they've given the ball away here to Morales. We'll help it on its way back to the Belgian. We've got a couple of Belgians in the side here at Everton, and they're both very, very good in obviously Kevin Morales and Romelu Lukaku. I'm going to help this on the way to Gibson, who plays it around the corner to Baines, who wasn't the best of passes actually, was quite behind him, but I'll call for this from Morales. That was a terrible pass. Offenbacher to Dobras, back to Offenbacher, to Dobras again. Oh, nice little attempted dink over the top of the defender's legs, but Rodriguez has been played through at the other end. His first touch let him down, unfortunately, and Potsman's been able to tackle him as well. 5 minutes left to go in this one. Oh, he's passed that straight to Tom Cleverley. They keep giving the ball away here, Sturm Graz, and it's going to cost them in the end because they keep giving away the opportunity to try and get themselves back in the game. Tom Cleverley down the outside. It's not the best of balls in fairness, and it's a simple clearance for the defender. We've dropped to a 7 rating. Nice tackle from Tom Cleverley. For some reason, my rating went up 0.1 for that. We were on a 9, and throughout the course of this second half, it's just consistently dropped for no apparent reason. I'm always in position, always marking the man I'm supposed to be marking, and my rating has just plummeted. But never mind. Piesinger is in a physical battle here with John Stones, but Stones has been able to hold him off, the young Englishman. I'll call for this from Seamus Coleman. We'll get the turn in. We'll help it on its way. What's there to Kevin Morales? Leighton Baines in support. Morales is going for a run again. Leighton Baines is going for an even bigger run. He might use the Belgian here and has done. I'm going to push through the middle and I just drop off the back of the defender there. So he comes back to Baines, comes to me. Help on its way. There's Tom Cleverley. Could go to Deulofeu. That would have been the obvious ball to do there, but he tried to go the other way. Wrong decision from Tom Cleverley, and it may cost us a chance at the other end. Edon Womney is on the counter-attack, been forced wide by John Stones. He's got the turn on him though. Decent cross, and again, Tim Howard comes to claim. We mentioned that he loves to come and claim everything, and in the box that flies in from a corner, from a cross. But anyway, there we go. Full-time whistle goes. So 2-0 win away from home against Sturm Graz. We get 1 goal. Mohamed Besic gets the other. 2 very, very good finishes and 2 wins for us here in today's episode. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, of course, and subscribe if you haven't already. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days. We're getting a few accomplishments here for our 50th game of our career, and we've gone up 1 to 79 rated overall, as you can see on there in the top left. What an episode! Fantastic. BPL debut, Europa League first goal, stunning overhead kick from Romelu Lukaku. Everything is falling right into place for us right now in our career. Couldn't be happier. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.